from PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcast and the podcaster that's here to put you to sleep by taking a walk with you. Tonight's a Walk With Me episode of Sleep With Me, where we're walking around a couple of resorts in Disney World, not the parks, but the hotels. Just a leisurely stroll, all to carry off into dreamland and put you to sleep. If you're new to the show, these episodes come out about once a month. These on-location style ones. And yeah, they're meant to kind of keep you company and take your mind off stuff, to put you to sleep, or so you fall asleep, to be something relatively nice to listen to in the deep dark night, to keep you company, versus something that's supposed to put you to sleep by some sort of you know what I mean. Like, this show's here to be a friend in the deep dark night, and I don't know, push you to sleep by being like a TV on in the other room. So if you're new, give the show a few tries. It is a bit different, but it's all done to be helpful. So I hope it helps you. And if it doesn't, don't worry. I got stuff I could tell you about here coming up. It does take a couple tries to get used to. But I'm really, really glad you're here. Myself and a team of people work really hard. We yearn and we strive. We really want to help you fall asleep. So thanks again for coming by. We got support coming up, then a long meandering intro meant to ease you into bedtime. And then we'll have a bedtime story, kind of in a non-traditional sense of me kind of walking around a hotel and looking at stuff. All to put you to sleep, all to keep you company and take your mind off stuff. Thanks again for coming by. And if you want to opt in and you get so much out of the show, you want to be a part of it, the show makes your life better. You want to be a part of the sustainability of this podcast, or give back, or just make sure it's around whenever you need it. Here's a couple of ways you could do that coming right up right here. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots here, and this message is for super fans, super listeners only. Only those people who listen all night long and fall asleep fast in particular, or you've been listening to the show for years, or you listen 4, 5, 6, 7 nights a week. I'm just wondering, during this season of gratitude, if you're grateful for what Sleep With Me does in your life. I'm grateful to know I'm helping people out there who can't sleep just like I didn't, or people that can't sleep or just having a hard time in the deep dark night. But what is it about Sleep With Me you're grateful for? Go ahead, think about it. And would you miss that thing if it's gone? Like all the episodes of the show, me as the host, the show coming out 3 nights a week, new content, a variety of content, hour-plus episodes. Would you miss some of those things if they were gone? Do you think that would impact that thing you're so grateful for? The rest, the comfort, the friendship, the companionship, the distraction, the reliability? If you are, please consider supporting the show right now in this moment. We need you to support the podcast, because if you do, if you're the one person, and this is not a joke, like only one person's going to support the show tonight, and it's more than likely it's going to be 0 people. So are you the one person that's going to sign up and support the show because you're thankful for it, because you're grateful for what it has done for you? If you're grateful for the show and you don't want to have to miss it, it'll be around if you support it. If 0 people support it, it's going to be tough. If you're the one person who supports the show tonight, that means the show will probably be around. It is a paradox, because it's going to be either 0 or 1, and you get to decide. Thanks. Oh, Mystery Bard. A lot of people help out on the show. Who are they?
Posty poster son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes. Carl W. the legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the Mystery Bard. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at JonathanMann.com.
Mystery Bard. And hey, the thing I've been talking about lately is like there's ways to support the show beyond the sponsors and supporting the show directly. If you're an occasional listener, right? If you're a new listener or you can't afford to support the show, follow the show on your podcast app of choice. Make sure to like or comment if your app allows that, and say hi. Spread the word about the show in person when it comes up, or let people know about it. Go ahead right now. Follow the show on your podcast app right now. Then you get the latest episodes and stuff like that. Great. Yeah, spread the word when you can, or sign up we're relaunching our referral program. It's going to be based with like live stream get-togethers every once in a while. We're going to make it more fun. You could sign up for that. sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer, REFER. Thanks, and what do you say we get down with the show? Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Whoops. Hey, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We do it the bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. What I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you can set aside whatever is keeping you awake. That could be thoughts on your mind, thoughts about the past, the present, the future, just things you're thinking about, thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, changes in time, temperature, routine. It could be thoughts about the past, the present, the future. Whatever it is, I'm here to take your mind off of that and keep you company so you could fall asleep. So thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, did I cover that? I'm a little bit off this morning just because I'm trying to record this intro and keep it quiet. I'm still walking. I think I said that in the teaser. But whatever's keeping you awake, thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, I'm here to take your mind off whatever it is and keep you company so you could fall asleep. And for two reasons, I guess for two reasons. One, I always say the second, but it could be first. You deserve a good night's sleep. You deserve a bedtime where you could get the rest you need so your life is more manageable, where you feel better tomorrow, where you don't have to dread bedtime ahead of time. If you've ever been like me, when you're having trouble sleeping and you start thinking about not being able to sleep, on Sunday night, on Friday, and definitely on Saturday, this podcast is here to help you stuff with it. If you ever have a roommate or partner or a house full of people and you feel alone, though, this podcast is here to kind of keep you company through that and make you feel less alone, because you deserve the rest you need. So not only is your life more manageable, but if you can get that rest you need on a regular basis, you could be out there flourishing, and that means your world will be at a better place, right? And I really believe, and the other listeners really believe, that if your life's a better place, all our lives are better. If your world's a better place to be in, our whole world's a better place. And the other side of it is that there's other people listening right now, including myself, that can relate to some of the feelings you have, because I've been there. I know what it's like for me and how it feels. So I think I can relate to how you feel, and see where you are, and really want to help, because if it's anything like how I feel when I have trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep, or trouble waking up early, or any of all of those, think, thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, I want to help because I know what it's like. But here's the thing, you may be going through something that I haven't gone through, right? It could be changes in time, temperature, routine, work schedule. It could be in the middle of something or getting over something. Whatever it is, there's someone listening somewhere in the world. That's kind of the magic part. That's been through what you've been through, or something really close, or going through something, or dealing with it on an ongoing basis. And they are like lying there with a soft, welcoming look, like they are really in their bed. They are really in their bed, like rooting for you, right? Because they've been through something similar. I'm going to try to go by these fountains here. I'll give you some nice ambient noise, but also cover up people that are walking and talking. And I don't know if the idea of like rooting for somebody else or someone trying to see you across the world and hope that this podcast can help you like it helped them means anything to you, but it means something to me from doing the show for 11 plus years, that there are people out there that not only get it, because that doesn't necessarily happen in our regular lives, but that are hoping it gets better for you because they know how it feels. And I'll explain, this podcast just doesn't work for everybody, but the thing is that they hope it works for you like it helped them, because they tried a bunch of different stuff like I did, and they paid for a bunch of different stuff like I did, and they told other people in their lives like I did, and no one quite got it, or no one quite gets it when it's this ongoing regular thing, right? And so they hope this show helped you, because they're like, man, I didn't even know to look for something like this. Just a guy that's going to talk for a bit over an hour, go for a walk and talk to me. I didn't know something like that could even help. So that's what this show's about. The way it works is I send my voice across the deep, dark night. I'm going to use lulling, soothing, creaky, dulcet tones, pointless meanders, and superfluous tangents, which means I'm going to be going for a walk tonight. It'll be a kind of a walk in a couple of segments, but it'll feel like one segment. And that's all to take your mind off stuff and keep you company so you could fall asleep, to be distracting. So I hope that this show can help you, and that one day you become the person, because it's a pretty good feeling to be lying there rooting for somebody you don't know, but you know what it feels like for them, right, when they can't sleep. And you really hope that they could find some solace. They could find a haven in this show. Or, here's the thing, I really do believe in this. I have a website set up, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you, for people the show never works for. For most people, it does take 2 or 3 tries to get used to the show. The interesting thing about these on-location binaural shows is that these ones really do, these are ones people absolutely love, or they don't work for people. So we come out with a lot of different content on a regular basis. But if the show never works for you, or you're like, hey, I don't think I like you or your style, that's totally okay. I have a website set up, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you, so you could still find something to help you fall asleep. Because the thing is, this podcast, it takes some getting used to, the idea that it is something that we do seek, like having a friend or roommate or a TV on in the other room, or something that's just distracting enough, or just comforting enough, but we don't have to engage with it or really listen to it. We've all had that moment with someone in our lives, or something we're watching or reading or kind of listening to, and we're not really paying attention, but there's almost like that buzz there. And sometimes it actually is like kind of a buzz that does something that helps move us closer to sleep without putting us to sleep. And I think it is about being a mild distraction from your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations too. So just give the show a few tries. If you're new, if you're a regular listener, welcome back. So glad to be making this. So glad to have found this fountain. So it's a podcast you don't listen to. It doesn't work for most people. It takes a few tries. It's also not here to put you to sleep. I'm here to keep you company while you fall asleep, which I've kind of been explaining. There's no pressure to fall asleep with this show. That's the reason the episodes are over an hour. I'm here to keep you company while you fall asleep, so then you just wake up and you're like, oh, I fell asleep at some point. But if you can't sleep, I'm here to the very end, because there's people listening who can't sleep, or particularly with these walking episodes that need a break during the day. So I'm here to the very end, whether you're awake or asleep. And I'm here to be your boar friend, your boar babe, your boar sib, your boar bud, your neighbor, your boar bee, your Boris Borloff, your Boorman, your Boars, your boar bud, your best boar friend forever, and keep you company while you fall asleep. I think that's everything you need to know other than the structure of the show. The show's structured in a very particular way, just from doing it for so long. The show starts off with a greeting, friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So you feel seen and welcomed in. You say, oh, okay, I could check that show out. It sounds nice enough, or it sounds not too bad. And that's what I'm really shooting for, is like just tolerable, right, at first, or just mid. This is the one mid podcast that shoots, that when it hits mid, it's good. I've just been hanging around with my teenage daughter for a while. I don't think they say that by the time you hear this anymore, but that's the very beginning of the show. Then there's support, so that paying for the show is optional. That way people can casually listen or check the show out, and the sponsors, they enable us to do that. And then the people that really benefit from the show, that have been listening for years, that listen night after night, that count on the podcast, those people that support the show directly are the foundation. The podcast wouldn't exist without them. But that way you don't have to pay for the show when you first check it out, or ever if you're not in a position to do so. Then, after that is a long meandering intro, separate from the support, meant to ease you into bedtime. With these on-location episodes, the intros can be a varying amount. Sometimes they're 10 minutes, sometimes they're 20 minutes. But the intro is separate from the support, and it's not meant to put you to sleep. It's meant to keep you company while you fall asleep, just like the show. But the intro is meant to keep you company while you... Sorry, I am distracted just because I'm having to people watch and stuff. The intro's here while you listen, while you wind down, as you ease into bedtime, versus putting you to sleep. So that's why the intro's about 10 to 15 to 20 minutes. So as you're getting ready for bed, or you're in bed getting comfortable, or you're winding down, the intro is kind of a part of that. And that's just what works for me personally, and what's been shown to work is having some sort of wind down routine. Then there's support again. Then there'll be our episode. We'll be walking around this Disney resort, hotel. They call it a resort. Or I guess the other hotels call themselves resorts too. And it'll be in binaural audio, so you can kind of listen during the day. And I think that's it. I'm really glad you're here. I worked really hard on this show. And believe it or not, I've been trying to plan this out and find times to record over the past couple days, because we all believe in helping you fall asleep. And a team of people work on this show, and we appreciate you coming by and checking the show out. And this podcast only exists because of listeners like new listeners like you that benefited from the show for a while, or if you're listening now and you're a regular listener, the people that opt in. That's how we're going to be here next year and the year after too, is the people that opt in and say, how I get so much out of this, how can I support it back, how can I give back for everything the show's given me? And that's really how we exist. It sounds like so if you want to opt in, like you are one of those people that's been listening for years and you're just hearing me now for the first time, these are the ways you could do it. Thanks so much. All right, hey everybody, during this holiday season, you should gift yourself the gift of sleep phones with Sleep With Me branded sleep phones. We got a few different ones, and you could get those at sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep-phones. That's the only place you could get the Sleep With Me versions of sleep phones. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep-phones, and use the promo code SleepWithMe at checkout to get a discount. That's sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep-phones, and use Sleep With Me at checkout. Thanks, everybody. What do you say we get on with the show? All right, Scoots here. I'm out on a walk. There's a caw of a crow, and there's a boat passing by. I don't know if this is the first time we've recorded an episode that may or may not be successfully released. We're on the shore of the Sassagoula River, where everything started with me and Ray, with the word Sassagoula, not the actual Sassagoula River, or Sassagoula. There's a crow taking a bird bath. That's a Disney boat saying, hey, we're pulling up to the dock. And yeah, I'm here. I'm going to walk. I'm going to do a very series of walks here into one episode, walking around Port Orleans Resort, French Quarter, and Riverside. Right now, I'm walking from Port Orleans, French Quarter to Riverside. But I'm on a time frame. I was going to get some beignets, but there's a line, and I do have to be back at the have to meet someone that's getting dropped off. But I had to do a bus transfer. Right, we just recorded another episode, which I don't know, will it come out before this, after this, or we're at when? But we were recording an episode where we walked from Blizzard Beach through the All-Star Resorts. And then we were kind of debating, should we take a lift? Should we take a bus? If we were going to take a bus, we'd have to transfer which bus where do we want to transfer? And we decided to make it an adventure. We was like, yeah, we'd take a lift. It'd get us there faster. But we said, let's take a bus. The closest... We were kind of debating which resort was closest to these hotels: Epcot, Disney Studios, Magic Kingdom, or we could take Disney Springs and then take the boat back. But that would involve would have involved a lot of walking through Disney Springs, we think. So then we were like, okay, we'll take the first of those three buses that come. And the MGM Studios bus was the first one that's supposed to come, but in actuality, the Epcot bus came first. We took the Epcot bus, and then we walked to the bus stop, and the Port Orleans French Quarter bus was coming, and so we got on that bus, and now we're walking back to Riverside, and I figured I'd start recording because I knew I didn't have time to record the whole thing. And yeah, second boat passing by. I hadn't tried to wave. I'm rusty here. So that's my mistake. But that's good because then I can try to record the rest of this episode when I'm fresher, since I just produced a Ray episode. And maybe we could walk at different times. And so I'm going to go. What my plan is to go to the lobby of the Riverside, get change, because I need to pick up my bags and tip the person who gives me my bags, and then meet Sophia, and she's with her grandparents and her mom, and say hi to them, and then take a shower, jump in a pool or something to get refreshed. Been wearing a swimsuit for about 3 hours. Never got it wet, but it's still not exactly refreshing wearing a swimsuit for that long. But I really like this walk. Actually, in my mind, it was much further, because once you cross over under this bridge, which I think is like a service road, or the road entering Riverside. I guess it's a service road. And then you're pretty much in Riverside. But it's a nice path. I've taken it on a bike with my daughter, and I've walked it at night. Most of the time, I either got to do this walk alone or talk my daughter into it. But the beignets, they only serve beignets at the French Quarter, and so it's like it's a thing, man. And what else? There's a magician performing tonight at the lobby of the lobby bar of the Riverside, so I'm hoping to see the magician tonight. I've also never seen the famous Yeehaw Bob. I don't know if Yeehaw Bob still performs here. And then they have a magician on off nights. Be too bad if Yeehaw Bob doesn't, who's like a piano player. Every time I've tried to see him, couldn't get the other people in my party to agree to do it, and the lounge was packed. So yeah. But yeah, you can hear buses and cars pulling in here, and me walking, and to my right is the Sassagoula River. We got some good bird tweeting, and I should be sounding pretty relaxed because it's warm but not hot. Ray and I have already walked about probably 14,000 steps, so I'm like relaxed. I'm tired but not wiped, so I have that slack inside me right now, which is good for sleep podcasts. Strange that now there's like Disney has, is that really cardboard and duct tape on the ground that Disney has on the ground? But yeah, some good bird sounds. The path is nice and slow, and so yeah, a cart just went by. I can see another one of, so we finished up Ray's episode by All-Star Music, where my daughter and I had our first father-daughter vacation, and now I'm seeing where our room was for our second father and daughter vacation here at Port Orleans Riverside, which I think, I like French Quarter better, but I think this is the resort I've probably stayed at the most. Not to throw shade on it, but unintentionally. It's a moderate resort, it's larger, so it usually has more availability, and I think I like it. Well, it's just more, it has a little bit better layout and a little bit better location and more shade than Coronado Springs. And I don't know, I think, well, I like the colors of the Caribbean Beach Resort better. This place is a little more relaxed feel, I think. Because it has the river and it has boat traffic. But, because, yeah, I think I've stayed here one night once. Then me and my daughter's vacation twice. At least once on a family trip. So that's 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, so maybe 5 times. I don't think I've stayed anywhere more than 5 times. Maybe Caribbean Beach, but I don't think so. Caribbean Beach, probably stayed there 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Definitely stayed at the moderates the most, and then all the, what do you call it, the values, but they also the values also are a bit more valuable. Okay, so I'm at the luggage place, so I'll do is just walk out on the bridge overlooking the Sassagoula River, and then I'll take some ambient audio to give us a layover, and then I'll be back. You won't even notice I'm gone. I don't know if I'll start on this bridge again, but we're on a bridge over the Sassagoula, which would be funny to hear Ray, or what do we call it, not Hootie and the Blowfish, but who's that, Simon and Garfunkel? I guess I am a little bit closer to exhausted than tired. So yeah, thanks so much for listening to the show. And future Scoot's idea would be relaxed. We have a nice view of this river. You can kind of hear pool background noises in the distance. Birds in my right ear. This is all recorded in ambient audio. People walking. But yeah, if you like really listen between my words and I spread them out a little bit more, you can hear that pool noise and people talking. So I better, yeah, I'll be right back. This is Scoots here. It's this is my second recording from the Disney Riverside Resort and Bourbon Street Resorts. So today's laundry day. I'm at the pool / laundry area now, and I'm gonna walk around. It is a strange time of day to be walking around, as far as it's 9:53, which I'll explain on our walk. I'm hopeful we get some quiet spots, but we'll see. So yeah, let's head out. Let me get my backpack on here. I got my coffee, which I probably need to refill one more time. And our laundry's got about 40 to 60 minutes here. I've got a lot of strong and positive recommends to give out. So, first of all, this resort is broken into two halves. And this is the second time I've stayed in this half, which is a bit more like a forest, which has kind of become this theme of this 2 episodes Ray and I have recorded separately of how the maturity of Disney's vegetation actually offers it a huge advantage. And also the people that were working at Disney 25, 30 years ago, is that how long? Yeah, probably. Maybe even longer than that. Their vision, because the vegetation at this resort, especially the side I'm on, and some of the features that both serve a purpose and create atmosphere, are pretty amazing. So the resort is broken up in 2 halves. We'll just call this half the forest half, the Bayou Forest half. It does have this one set of woods here that is on my left right now, but there's like a big set of woods, or it seems big. You can't walk through it. I'm assuming there's a large, like, swamp-like retention basin there. But the whole property is covered in woods, so it's more like the Bayou Woods Resort, at least this half of it. And I think, but I'm not positive. Now we got some, it's interesting the times of day people start moving, because like for me, I would normally be up and I just moved a little bit. I'm still like around this one big woodsy area, which again is cool. I mean, I guess wasn't developable, but or it serves some other purpose. But I think I was talking about the woodsiness. I think the issue we're encountering is that this is when most people they ate breakfast, they slept in, and now they're getting moving. So it's funny, we got back last night about 10 p.m. here. No, 10:30, and it was extremely quiet. But I guess this makes sense in the sense that most people get up and eat their breakfast, and then go and they sleep in, then they get up and eat their breakfast. So, okay, one of the things that's cool is like all these buildings are built around these water features that I think are also retention basins. So they look like little ponds or little swamps. And again, there's nothing I'm a bigger sucker for than manufactured water. So that's cool. I just got to kind of get somewhere where I can get my groove on, because right now I'm distracted by audio, monitoring people. I guess the other thing is that people are checking out too. Okay, so this Bayou Wood section is awesome. Strong recommend. I guess that was the point I was going to try to make for a few different reasons. One, the vegetation. It's not so much themed as it is because there's so much tall trees, vegetation, tropical vegetation, and it's kind of somewhat spread out and has these nice little ponds and stuff. It just feels feels transportive, I guess is the right word. And yeah, you get some nice bird sounds. So that's reason one. Two is the price. Particularly when we made this trip, rooms had started getting discounted back to like rates for this type of room, because essentially the room is like a kind of motel room style, but very, very like and Disney's kind of improved some of their room features. So that's one thing. Secondly, there's so many different buildings, and then Disney has a bunch of different room categories that it can make it tough. And I want to say we have a Woods 5th sleeper room category, and I didn't. Sometimes I'll look up on touring plans. They have like room recommendations. I didn't have time to do that this time, but the room we got, it's like right by the quiet pool laundry room, and it's a few minutes walk to the bus stop, but it's not too far from the bus stop, and it's a little bit of a walk, much further than the other time we stayed in this area, to the food court and the soda machine. But that's kind of fine because you don't really go there that much, except on your like off day today when you're willing to walk. It's like too far to go walk and get a soda or even to get a coffee in the morning, unless you're feeling really ambitious. But here's the thing. So the having the the quiet pool nearby, it gives you an extra bathroom that I would have never even thought, like an emergency bathroom, because the quiet pool has 2 bathrooms, and so if you both get to the room, or 3 of you get to the room at the same time, I can just be like, all right, I'll just use the pool bathroom really quick. Or today I got up, put my laundry in, got breakfast, went back, took the laundry and put it in the dryer, used the restroom, and then got ready to record. Now I'm at a second quiet pool. This is the quiet pool, our quiet pool from our last trip, and I believe this resort has like at least 6 quiet pools. And yeah, this one has 2 restrooms too, as well as a laundry, which so yeah, we're on our laundry day, so we've been here, this would have been our 3rd day here, and we decided, and now I think, while we didn't do it today, I think I am fully in agreement with people that do a full, I just got to keep like moving to different locations. So instead of like walking a consistent route, I'm just walking away from the people that instead of making noise in their room, what they do is they come out into the walkways and make noise, which I guess is nice for the people that are sharing the room. But yeah, now I'm here on another bridge over like a little swamp, and even at night these are really nice. Some of them have like whatever things to make the water flow. This one's kind of peaceful. It's got moss, it's got palms, and well, it also serves as a retention basin. Well, it's got bird action, a lot of squirrels here. It just really adds to the ambiance of this resort. I guess ambiance, if you like trees and woods, this side of the resort is like that. And I think that's I don't know, this trip may have like pushed into my, like before I thought the what do they call it, the New Orleans style French Quarter, that's what they call that, resort was my favorite. But now I'm thinking just this section is my favorite. The other section, we will hopefully have time to walk through it. It doesn't have as much, it just doesn't have the lush vegetation. I guess that's what does it for me. And that's like, I would call it the bank building section, because a lot of the buildings look like bank buildings, or kind of like retirement communities in New Jersey. I don't know why that sticks out to me, but that's kind of the look. Now I'm up on the edge of the parking lot. This resort also time to resorts is a challenge because it is pretty spread out. So there are 4 bus stops. So when you catch the bus, it probably will it'll either be full or it'll make 3 other stops, or 2 other stops, or 1 other stop. And we kind of figured that out on our first day. All the signs in our room said to go to the second bus stop, and the bus was already pretty full, so we were like, let's go to the first bus stop, just so in case the bus is totally full, we still get on. I'm actually going to go into the parking lot. So yeah, this Bayou Forest is kind of separated into 3 styles of buildings. Couldn't just like paint it a little bit different. Okay, so this one we could actually try. This has green shutters, and it does have fake, because they're supposed to be lodges, fake what do you call those things, fireplace chimneys, and stars on the railings, and it's kind of green with shades of tan. The doors are maroon, and these are the ones that are closest to the food court. Don't know if we've stayed. I can't tell. Well, maybe I could tell you on the walk back to the laundry. Also, this resort is like spread out enough that I actually got lost. Like yesterday, I don't even know what I was doing. I was just filling up my daughter and I's sodas, or was I doing something else? But I could not find my way back to the room because I took a wrong turn. Okay, so now we're getting bird and water feature action. So this is again just another one of these little ponds, retention basins. It's got water growing in the middle. It's got that nice water sound. You know, keeps the water moving obviously too, but and maybe these and the different ones go on and off different times of the day, but really nice in my opinion. Okay, so these ones, what could we call these style buildings? Green, reds, Just trying to keep avoiding people, which is making this an interesting challenge. So, the other section, so there's 3 sets of lodges, style lodges here, and they all have numbers. I guess there's 40, maybe even more. So each building is called a lodge. Each building's 2 stories and contains a lot of rooms. How many? I have no idea, but I guess we could find out. Probably 40, because I just want to guess that number. Oh, we were just at the end of those, but I can't really stop, like, so this is the end right now. It can't be the end because it's 14. Oh yes, there's one more section over there. That's not the food courts. Oh, okay, so yeah, I could take a right here. Oh no, cast members only. Wow. Oh, that goes to the laundry facility. Okay, so so the green shutters. No, that's the food court, man. Is it? Yeah. Okay, well, I think since we're by the food court, we should walk by the, we should just see how noisy it is, right? See if we can walk by the mill and then make a loop through the pool. Alright, so I'm out here now on the boardwalk, because their food court is like shaped like a mill, or seemed as a mill in like a shipbuilding. I don't know the fake history of it, and I don't even know. Yeah, but this one even has like a little. I don't know if the mill actually is run by water. I noticed it's not running all the time, but what is this called? A sluice or something? A sluice? Aqueduct, wooden aqueduct. And it has a boardwalk around the outside. And the mill is turning. And then they have an island with their pool on it called Old Man Island. It does have a water slide. It is also themed towards like river something, but it has like a little fishing hole where you can actually go fishing with like a pole and just a pole like in the line. I don't know if it was kids. I think we did it, and I think probably like when we came here as kids, I was in college, but or I was a senior in high school, but I was definitely college. Man, I remember it like I was a little kid though. I think the fishing poles might have been free. I mean, now they charge for it. I don't feel like they charge that much. But it's like, you can hear the joy of children. You know, that should help everybody sleep anyway, though. But, yeah, they have this boardwalk and runs along the side of the thing. And, yeah, the island is, like, really, really lush. And you can kind of hear the sounds of the mill drowning things out. And then you'll hear... I guess because the pool has area music, I'm not going to be able to walk near the pool, I just realized. But what we'll do is, I'll get some of this noise, just in case I need it. So if I could stop talking, that'd be great, and then you'll hear me in a second. But it does take some... Yes, yes, Scoots, just stop talking, please. Okay, Scoots. Alright, so with Scoots, yeah, so I'm going to avoid the main building here and start heading back towards my laundry. Got about 15 minutes, so we can hang together for 15 minutes. keep searching for quiet zones and figure out if I could tell the difference between these buildings. The roof and the exterior coating may be the difference, because now I'm on this boardwalk and I could see the two buildings. Yeah, so lime green shutters versus maroon shutters. They both seem to have maroon doors. And then, yeah, the exterior of one is a little bit more tannish, like mud colored, and the next one is more of like an eggshell. And then the third set of buildings, which I'm staying in, I have no idea. Don't ask me where. Say, Scoots, where? Do you remember what building you're staying in? No, I don't. So a little kid went by and they were telling their parents the same thing. But when they got here, the mill wheel was not working. No, this is pretty good with the background noise of the mill to keep going for a minute or two. Because I'm just surprised. So I think I was laying out my theory. It's like, so I guess some people are checking out today, right? So they might as well take their time, get breakfast, get out of their rooms. I don't know. I think Disney's checkout is like early though. So it may be 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Whatever. But but then I guess other people are on vacation. So they just like wake up, eat breakfast, then they get ready and go to the parks. And that's why the parks get really busy at like between 10 and 12, because there's so many people eating breakfast. I mean, when I went in there, which was about 9 a.m., 8:45, there was nowhere to sit down even. And the food court here is pretty big. And I'm just standing here not moving because so many people are on the path coming and going. So not everybody, like only a low number of people, or not the like less than a plurality, maybe. Maybe only 33% of resort guests rope drop. Maybe it's less than that. I don't know. That's a number I'd like to find out from Len Testa. Because, man, I can't even move here. I just am seeing my first fish, and it's a really big one in the water. Oh, there's another one. And cool, man. I didn't even realize they had fish. Even though there's fishing, I didn't quite realize that there'd be fish, because there's no boat. There is the hotel boat that goes by here, but there is no boating here, and or fishing. I mean, there's fishing in the Old Man Island, which I think is self-contained, maybe even stocked. But yeah, I'm just surprised. I mean, I guess it's a somewhat natural manufactured waterway. Maybe it's stocked because it goes. It's even hard to tell though. Like, we've done a couple of those walking episodes, and you walk along these rivers, and it's hard to even tell, you know, which of the rivers are like that they're actually interconnected, or when you go over a bridge, is it like the river ends, you know? So, but yeah, so I'm really happy with our hotel stay here, because these rooms have like a fold down twin bed, so rooms kind of have 3 beds, but it's just the lushness, not so much the theming. I mean, I guess the lack of theming, because the bank buildings, they tried to theme, and it was like nobody at a meeting was like, what are you thinking here? Those ones do have fountains, and then they did try to theme them to like Tiana Princess rooms. So I did stay in there. I stayed in there one night with my daughter in a princess room, I think. And then on our second father and daughter trip, we stayed in one we shared a room with my parents for a few nights, and then we stayed in one of those. And that one it was good, but it doesn't have the sense of immersion. I guess that's the word I was looking for. Even though you're not immersed in anything particular, there is a sense of immersion. So I'm going to start moving, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be, just because I'm not going to be successful. So I'm going to keep looking for fish here. I'm going to try walking now, and no, not yet. So yeah, this is like, but I think like our other thing of like, the resorts are probably quiet from like 12 to 5 p.m. or more quiet, may prove out. I don't know. We have to leave this resort. We did. So I think of the other time I got interrupted by my thoughts. Now I forget what I was going to say. Is it something about this resort or the advantage of it? Can't even remember now. So, the busyness. It'd be interesting to see when is slow and when is busy. Like, is that time 11 to whatever the time that's actually quiet? Because we're kind of stuck right here. Okay, so it scoots again. And I'm going to try to get to the laundry. And you may lose me, and then I come back, because it is very busy. 32 rooms? So I'm just curious if these lodges don't start at 1. Got another water pond with flowing water. They don't exactly hide the plumbing in it or anything. But again, if you're just walking through, or I guess I'd say, versus, I mean, there's so much shade, and sure, the trees and stuff do retain heat, but I don't know, man. I don't know if because I get to walk here with you. Oh, there's a squirrel just taking an itchy, saying, hey, I gotta scratch my ear here. Okay, so we're still in the first set of villages, because it's we've got the lime green. I guess I gotta go this way to avoid so I think this must be the first pool. Fortunately, we kind of hit a blockade here. So I'm just wondering if this, the first pool, is where I first. Wow. Alright, so we're headed back out. We're in between. I guess the thing is, we're on like kind of dividing path between the two of the styles of lodges. So we jumped from 18 to 27. So I have to look. I do have a map, and I can kind of examine these. But those are the maroon shutters versus lime green shutters. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over, and I'm gonna get my laundry. Alright, this is Scoots, and I'm just in my set of villages, which seem to have a darker green. It may be the exact same as the other ones, just the ones in the middle are different. I don't know. I think they might have a darker green thing, but there's a lot of cool right in the entrance to my area. Another extensive little manufactured water basin. But what I'm going to do is go get my laundry. Since it's quiet right here, I will kind of say good night just in case. It's so impossible for me to tell how much time we got actually recorded. I think we're going to record more, but just in case, I will say good night. I think I'll be back either to do the intro or to say good night again, because but yeah, there's another retention pond. This one without a bridge is just on its own little thing. You could kind of hear the trickling and the hum of some air conditioners, maybe even some bug sounds. So either I'll be back or good night, everybody. Alright, this is Scoots, and it's either the end of the episode or a little bonus section where I'm still walking around my hotel, and no, I don't want to go that way because it doesn't go. What do we call it? What are we calling this? The Riverside Forest, Swamp Forest Lodges, and I'm gonna be walking around the hotel for about 10 more minutes. I may get into the second section of the hotel here. We're on our break. My daughter's resting, and so I'm here doing some work for all of you. So I'm going to take about 2 more minute steps, and then I'm going to be on the edge of the Sassagoula River, where Ray and I's everything started with me and Ray. Now we might get some pool noise, so I'm going to have to and some walking people noise, so we'll see. The pool has been very active noise wise, because I got back here, filled my soda, and then had lunch with my daughter, and it seemed to be really active. Alright, so we're moving into the bank and New Jersey style retirement buildings, and this area does not have as much brush or growth, I guess, because it's not supposed to be swamp forest lodges. It's supposed to be banks and retirement buildings. It does look like that, I guess. But we will check out. They have one quiet pool coming up here, and you can hear the pool in the background, the main pool, but it is at a distance right now where it's kind of that relaxing pool sound. I also have to kind of watch, be creative where I'm walking, because there's so many people out and about, but that's okay. I can do that. Oh, they have like little rose gardens here. I'm going to go on the grass. There's nothing that says, now the people went the other way. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I got to remember to walk slow. And it is warm, maybe the warmest it's been and the sunniest it's been. Not full sun. Here on the shores of the Sassagoula, or maybe we'll get some distance from it away from the pool. But yeah, you can kind of hear the pool and the joy of the pool. We'll check out some of these fountains if we can. There's a gazebo. I don't know if we'll make it all the way to the French Quarter or not. It just depends on timing. Let my daughter take a nap while I get this done. And yeah, so they have another quiet pool. So I think they probably have 6 sets of building, or 6 little sections and 6 quiet pools with 6 laundry rooms. And that is a nice feature about this place. Since I've recorded, I think it's been maybe 48 hours. And so, have my thoughts evolved since last time? Can I remember my thoughts of last time even? I'm going to try to take this path in between these buildings. This is Magnolia. Have my thoughts evolved since the last time I stayed, or since 2 days ago? Well, the lobby is pretty far from where our room is, so there's a downside. By having the extra restroom at the quiet pool, or the quiet pool to quickly jump into, is really nice. So that is nice. Having all the shade and the feeling of the woods is really nice. So, say the main downside is the distance of the lobby and the soda machines. And I don't know, maybe that's a good thing. I mean, that's the one thing I like about French Quarter. So this part of the bank buildings does have not as much, because it's not supposed to be a swamp, a feel. And it looks like I got to an end, so I'm going to have to circle back. So where was it? So far, I just prefer the lodge side of the building. I don't think I would stay in this section for a multitude of reasons. And just definitely wouldn't. I have stayed here. I don't know. I guess the one thing about this resort that I was thinking too is that this is kind of one of these resorts you just end up at versus staying at, and that's even the case for this trip. Is that it was like, and I think Disney manipulates their availability, even if you get rid of cookies. I mean, based on demand and stuff, but also to create demand. Because when we walked through Port Orleans French Quarter, it was empty the other night, but there was no availability. But there was availability here, and so I said, okay, I was here, or I'm not sure what value resorts were available, if there was any, but it was like here or maybe Coronado Springs, and I was like, okay, here versus Coronado Springs, it's not even like a debate. So yeah, that's how I ended up. You just kind of end up here. I don't think I've stayed here on purpose. Every time it's just been like, oh, okay, these are the reservations, and this is what's available. So yeah, that's how I kind of ended up here. But I guess my thinking was, hey, I guess do I ever intentionally pick a place to stay, or have I, with Disney? So we're at our second quiet pool, Oak Manor, which does sound like a Jersey. Just looks like a Jersey retirement community. I'm sorry, I don't mean that in an insulting way. It's just a particular look. Let's see if we get a wave. The boat's going by, and one wave. Thank you. So yeah, this is the kind of place where you kind of end up, but it's relaxing and stuff. I think I'm at the end. I think I can go up. Maybe I can go up and over that. There's a bridge, another bridge. Not sure if it has pedestrian area. It does look like that. There's also like a really loud lawnmower. So I guess I will head to French Quarter, or at least in the direction of French Quarter, because I don't really have much of a choice, which is always great. And then I'll probably do the intro as I walk to French Quarter, because it looks pretty clear. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so yeah, what we'll do is we'll finish up here, carrying off into Dreamland on the walk to, or at least like a little bit of the walk, and then do the intro on the way back, I think. Alright, so I'm walking on the path between the two parts of the resort. Even though they are separate resorts, they're called one resort. Maybe they're managed by one set of managers, but essentially they're very different resorts. They have sometimes If it's slow, the bus will stop at both places, but I think that only happened once since I've been on this trip. And there's 2 check-ins. So, I mean, if you checked into French Quarter and you had to get to Riverside, you would not be happy. You'd have to either... it's pretty... There's some distance in between them. They share... so I don't know. But they all are... I think they've always been 2 separate resorts. Anyway, not important. So yeah, we're going to walk down there to French Quarter. I will see what the line is for the beignets. And then I will also check my time because I have a call at 3:30. And then I'm going to wake my daughter up from her nap. And we're going to hang. So yeah, that's what's going on here. So we got so the South Sassagoula River is a nice manufactured, a really nice piece of, I highly, strongly recommend, if you stay at these resorts, taking the boat to Disney Springs. But even if you're looking, like if you have a couple days and you're not going to the parks, why not, if you're at Disney Springs, take the boat to one of these resorts. Look around, have a soda or have a cocktail if you're able to have cocktails, and enjoy yourself, because the boat ride's really nice. Or you could take the boat to Key West or Saratoga Springs as well. Saratoga Springs is probably the shortest boat ride, and then the other ones. So yeah. Okay, so I could have crossed because that path would have come out here, but we couldn't because of the lawnmower. But we can kind of check this path. They also have old style lampposts or lamps, like former gas lamp look, but with LEDs. The only thing is that the LEDs are on the top side coming down, and they really do a great job of lighting the resort, and they are a nice color. They shine right on you, so it's I don't know, like I noticed it the last time we were we got some trees, pine type tree with a lot of bird's nest. Listen, I don't know if that's the squeaking wheels. I think that's the sound of baby birds, right? Or maybe not. Sounds like they're coming from this way though. Maybe it's just a reflection off the water in the bridge. Sounds like it's a tweeting of birds coming from under here. Oh yeah, they must live under the bridge. Can hear, this is really unique because we're under the bridge here, and really getting the effects of the bridge, the sonic effects for some baby birds, and really nice bridge design. At least I guess it's themed and it's consistent, and so that's cool. Got another maintenance vehicle, so I'm going to try to make a call on which way Scooch should go. I think I can make a hard right here and then carry on, but we'll have to see. They're just mowing the lawns. Got a bus in the parking lot there. Maybe coming in. No, okay, so they're still going in that side. So yeah, you can hear that bus purring. That's a nice sound. So why don't we do this? We'll carry you off into Dreamland now with the purring of that bus and the lawnmower, because it is in a distance. Again, it can be an evocative, sleepy sound. And then we'll be back. We'll be back again soon. Good night, everybody. Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for listening, and sleep well from the shores of Sassagoula. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Helix. And oh boy, am I excited, because my Helix is on its way. I took the Helix quiz after I moved. You know, some of my sleeping preferences changed. So I took the quiz. I got matched with the perfect mattress for me and how I sleep, how I like to sleep cool and my needs. You know, but what about you? The winter season is on us, and with it being cooler, are you going to spend more time indoors, relaxing with family, playing games, watching TV? Maybe even if you have a coldy cold, you know, you're really going to want a comfortable mattress then. So it's the perfect time to invest in a new mattress. Helix has you covered. Because we all have different ways we like our mattresses to feel. We all have different sleep positions, you know, different levels of firmness we like. So here's the thing. Take that Helix quiz, helixsleep.com/sleep, because Helix is going to match you with the perfect mattress based on your personal preferences and sleep needs. It makes buying a mattress so easy. And like I said, you know, I like to sleep cooler. I sleep on my side. I sleep on my stomach. But I've developed a fondness for firmer mattresses now. So I was looking for something like that. And the Helix quiz worked it all out for me. I'm just waiting. Every day I hear the doorbell. I'm like, is that my new Helix? So you could be sleeping in a new Helix while I'm sleeping in a new Helix. We'll have one more thing in common. And no matter what this colder season brings, we know we'll both be comfortable. But the best part is Helix always has a deal for our listeners. So go to helixsleep.com/sleep for 27% off site-wide during their Cyber Monday sale. This offer is exclusive for listeners of Sleep With Me. That's helixsleep.com/sleep for this exclusive Cyber Monday offer. 27% off site-wide. Make sure to enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody.